All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League 2022. I am 30, and I'm here with my co-caster tonight, Hook Reset. How you doing?
Hello. Been better, been worse, We're vibing. I'm ready to cast some League. No distractions, just the more batty League of Legends.
Same, dude. Yeah, I'm ready to get into it. And we have our Grudge Week this week, folks. Week 3, so we're running all the games back that we did last week and week 2, and this one is going to be non-fungible teamos against power tops. They are swapping sides compared to last week, so we have NFT on the blue side here, and we are just rounding out the band.
Yeah, no changes really from last week so far, unless there's not a Hecarim ban, which would be surprising. So literally exact same 6 bans. Obviously, the NFT did win last time, so power tops are saying it wasn't the bans that were the problem, it was the play, or maybe the picks. We'll see. As the first pick Trundle is locked in. I think this is the same thing as last time too.
Yeah, I think so. Splinter did very well last week, 8-0 and 9 on this jungle trundle. And yeah, they'll secure that priority jungle pick for them first.
Yeah, I assume it's to try to force Dario Chapman like to be a little bit more worried as the Kled for Thunder, unless Dario's gonna somehow play Kled in some jungle position. It's probably gonna be Thunder. Banned all last season, no games, but this one people have been scared of the Garen. Uh, we'll see how you can play it this time around against Savo. Oh, me and
Yeah.
30 love talking about Karma. This
Oh,
or
yeah.
me and Tree. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
30.
I mean, yeah, I don't really like Karma, but yeah,
Yeah,
you two do love Karma support, and we
yeah,
get to see it here.
yeah. We've been talking about how strong the champion is. She's just such a strong laner as the Renata to face off against it. Paired with a Misfortune, which honestly not a good, in my opinion, not a good ADC to play it with. But I haven't tried it. The attack speed doesn't seem as strong on a Misfortune as say a Jinx or a Twitch or something like that. Uh, but I know it's an AJS0 standard pick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, one of his comfort picks from long ago, so looking to just sort of ride the wave out or ride the early lane out as best he can. So Victor was the last pick on the first round here, which is a little bit different than last week. Yeah, Phoenix Blaze is on the Vel'Koz.
But
Same sort of control mage though, so should have some good wave clear as well.
he did play Victor in one of the preseasons games, I believe.
Mhm.
Or no, this was actually sorry, this was week one. He played it against the team we just played against, Wab, and went 10-2 on Victor.
Ooh, yeah,
So I think that was the most damage too. He had a very good showing. I was hoping to see it again this game, honestly. Um,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm excited to see how they pilot it.
yeah, for sure. And last two bans on the red side for Power Top's gonna be Mord and Cassio, which Salvo did play Mord top last week, and Thrifty did play Cassio once this season, one of his great comfort champs in the mid lane. And Sever Nash banned away from Dan in the last ban rotation. Okay, so we're gonna see Dan on something else for the first time, I believe.
Probably, I
Well, I guess he
assume a
played Jhin
Jin.
already. Yeah, I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
it's a Jhin here, unless he's been working on something else.
Uh, but
Good old
the
Jhin.
thing I wanted to know was Thrifty's Ari is still open. Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
and that seems like something they should have banned instead of Mord, but maybe they forgot. Maybe they just didn't think enough. He gets something very comfortable for himself.
Comfort and really strong right now. And Salvo is okay with the Mord ban because he will take Cho'Gath into the top lane.
Yeah, does
And
leans away from the Shen. Interestingly, he wants something uh maybe a little bit bigger.
it's true, yes, very much larger. And the last
Oh,
pick overall is Echo for
Echo
Dario
Jungle.
Chapman in the jungle. Jungle
Yeah,
Echo.
it's
Okay.
really annoying, honestly. Um, once it's post 6, it can just do dives, do whatever, and ulti out. It's very safe in that sense, and actually can clear the jungle, unlike some of his other picks. So I'm very excited to see this much more, in my opinion, balanced Power Tops team. Maybe leading a little bit on magic damage with Echo and Victor, but hopefully Kled can supplement that.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. And I mean, they have a lot of go fast stuff. So
yeah,
they got to catch up and hopefully deal the damage.
and something to note, a reason I think that blinding Trundle isn't that powerful is because generally a team can kind of play around it where they don't have to pick just heavy tanks, so Trundle gets the freest ulti of his life. Right now, the only ulti Splinter can really do is Kled, and Kled doesn't have to go on him. I know that Thunder loves flanking, and if he can find the angle and Splinter can't just ult him, there's not going to be a good target for it. It might be a little bit more awkward.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I think they obviously maybe picked around that after the Trundle first pick, not picking any ideal tanky targets for him. Yeah.
The just a note about the Renata pick against this. The only, I mean, Kled might be doing a little bit of heavy AD. Jin's 4 shots. I think Jin's only gonna manage to cast like one. It will do a lot of damage if his like damage scales with attack speed. Um, However, I still don't think it will be. It won't be the same thing as like a Jinx. So honestly, the Renata pick a little bit awkward. We'll see if he can manage to pull it out. I know he's been spamming it for sure. Um, I'm pretty sure someone told me that Joey used to hate Renata, and then he tried it once, and he was in love with Renata. So she's a fun champion for sure.
Hates to play against it, loves to play it. And I think that's Riot's game design nowadays.
Yeah, very
Make
much
champions
so.
you really hate playing against, but my God, you're gonna want to play it, and you're gonna want to buy a skin for
Oh yeah, for
it.
sure. I've still managed to avoid the Renata skin. I've thought about it, but haven't caved in yet. So
True.
we're
Yeah. Just wait a
we're good
couple
here.
months. They'll pump it up.
True, true, true. Waiting for a little bit better of a skin, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Funny, just in terms of team fights, it just in a 5-on-5 team fight, I believe that with the tankiness of the Trundle and the Cho'Gath, it might actually be a little bit hard for the power tops to get through if the Echo Cloud Assassination doesn't work. Like Victor will end up doing a lot of damage. Jin, not so much tanks. So it's going to be a lot on them to find the picks uh, and to find the fights that they want. Probably not just running into them. That's
True.
what I would not recommend. If Swift can just like be on the side, Jin Karma is gonna melt. We'll have to see how they pilot it.
Yeah, for sure. It's yeah, positioning very key for the damage dealers on NFT. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
Who do you favor? Do you think?
Um, mm, I I kinda okay. NFT is a more traditional, I think, safer composition. It sort of checks all the boxes. Where Power Tops, I think, is going to be way more fun to watch and has the potential to snowball out of control. So I'm always going to pick that team comp for the SBL. So let's go Power Top.
Let's go power tops.
Just kidding. I'm completely
Unbiased.
without unbiased. Yes,
No bias towards
no
a certain
bias.
fan.
Nope.
Uh,
Never heard of
okay.
him.
Uh, it's for
Just kidding.
sure.
All right. Let me press the plus button a bunch of times here.
Got that control shift Z. If
Oh yeah, let's try it out. Oh baby, we're
it's
unlocked.
working.
We're
Nice.
you see this everyone? We are unlocked here. Shit. How do I go back?
Just scroll back
30
in.
seconds until minions spawn.
Well,
It's
not all
right
the
now.
way.
It's like completely unlocked. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Boom. All right. Are you at 46, 47?
Yep. 40, 50, 51.
Perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
we're good.
Champs are good, and here we go, folks. Game number 2 of week 3, NFT versus Power Tops. Looks like it's a fan out here from NFT on the blue side, playing it safe. No one's invading with these compositions.
Thunder, Thunder and Sal having a little bit of a dance off, just see
Oh,
who
we
has the
gotta
better moves.
turn some nameplates on for you. There you go. No one comes here just to watch generic champions fight.
Eric champion here. I think
Yeah.
exciting to watch will definitely be between how much Thunder can do to pressure, especially going with the Ignite here against the Cho'Gath, as he's even gonna get some early damage here with the Q. It's armor. I think it's healing reduction actually is what the Q gives. And it's pretty strong against these tanks generally.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Salva's gonna smack him a couple times, walking out of the wave there, but pretty fair across the board here still.
Yeah, don't expect to see too much action. Really, realistically, usually what you'd expect from teams like these, where you have Splinter and Dario, is probably much more focused as soon as the junglers get involved. And Echo not really gonna do much pre at least level 3. So
Yep. Well,
maybe
looks like
some action top.
yeah, saw AJS and Albino Joe here bot lane get that early level 2, pushing the wave in, forcing Dan and Tree out. Now they hit 2 as well, but waves pushed up. And yeah, like you said, junglers actually, Salva's going deep into the enemy jungle there. No wards, just scouting it out.
Looking around, trying to find Dario maybe a little bit lower. Echo doesn't have the most healthy clear. First clear, I mean. But yeah,
Mid
everyone
lane
can
though.
be fine.
Looks like we have some action. Director cameras going top, but Phoenix Blaze blows the flash mid, but
Ooh.
we don't get to see it. But Master Splinter, yeah, he just came around on the side with the pillar, so nicely done there.
Yeah, that's gonna be really big, as that's very obviously long cooldown. Thrifty gonna be trying to use that ulti to punish him more. Victor, like I said, a lot of damage, but it's not gonna matter as much if he can't get to it. As Splinter, actually gonna be looking at top lane.
Oh,
a remount comes.
The remount might be pretty crucial here. Pillar is just gonna make him have to run around a little bit, but Salvo and Splinter, they are going. There's the flash for flash. The red buff is ticking. There's the smack, and there's the first blood going over to Splinter.
Yeah, it's unfortunately Thunder was gonna have to flash the rupture coming out. His hot CC's a little bit too long. Dario on the other side not gonna be able to get too much for himself, as bot lane playing smart when their jungler's not around. It's good on them.
Yep. Nicely done. Dario meeting Thrifty there a little bit in the river, just getting some vision down. Gonna hit it with a recall. Thrifty looking, forcing him out. But meanwhile, bot lane, Tree gonna get a snare maybe. Follow up,
Karma.
maybe not there.
Karma is really strong in terms of trading. It's a little bit awkward, I think, with the mana situation on Dan, but having that ulti early, they're getting a lot of damage.
Yep, nicely comboed there. Gonna get the root on top, but Albino Joe, he's gonna take a good chunk of damage on the backside here. He gets ignited, a flash for flash. In the bottom lane, Albino Joe does survive. Pings are coming in on the red side though. Dario Chapman might be coming through the lane here. It would actually Splinter's down here too. This could turn really spicy really soon.
Dan cues the wave again though, meaning he's not gonna have anything for this. This wave's in an awful spot, and they don't want to lose this.
Yep. Splinter not seeing anything there, decides to back off. Meanwhile, top lane Thunder comes just going in on Salvo. Rupture's gonna land. Nice. Get some good damage on the backside there.
Thunder actually managed to dodge the I don't think anything can happen here, but maybe, as just some trading. As I was saying, Thunder managed to dodge the Feral Scream, as he's gonna go in, puts the Ignite down, gets the flash. Oh, he's so low. But I think if Thunder had flash, he would have actually killed that. Unfortunately, from
Yep.
the earlier gank, doesn't manage. As Salvo can just back and TP up. Thunder's gonna be at a little bit of a disadvantage. In that sense.
Yeah, very close indeed, and that's, you see, blowing this flash really, really matters, and he's able just to get one plate, but not a second. Here's the TP from Salvo, like you said, to soak up all this juicy minion.
And I'm not really too sure if he's going to be able to get too much before that Ignite comes up.
Oh no, Thunder
Definitely not, no.
stayed really, he dodges the Rupture, but not the Feral Scream. There's the remount.
The ult?
Yeah, there's the ult. Oh, he's gonna run into Splitter with the body block there. Already used the pillars and they are chomping away.
It like delayed him.
Yeah.
That's just another kill.
Yep. He's gonna collect the second one in the top lane there. Thrifty goes in, he lands the charm. There's the damage coming in, there's the ignite. Phoenix plays trying to survive here, and I think he barely does. Oh my god, the last auto is not gonna be enough! Dario Chapman with the save gets the kill for Power Tubs. They're on the board now.
Yeah, that's a huge gank out there from Dario, as he knows Splinter can't be nearby. This is just a full-on solo play from Thrifty. Good on Phoenix to... He doesn't even have his flash to just survive the onslaught long enough.
Yeah. Wow. Just, yeah, it's the flash just came up now, so nicely done. Playing with the limits there against a very good player in Thrifty Senpai. The recall happened.
This is a lot of damage.
Master Splinter's not there to help. Salvo's walking away.
Someone might be dead.
Yeah, he's gonna get chomped. There's a couple more autos. There's a dive in, and there's the finished Undercunt with the kill. Solo top lane. But Master Splinter, he's on his way to Dragon, but he's gonna be too late. Power Tops is gonna secure this.
Yeah, very good on the red side here to just get the objectives, get the solo kill top even. Thunder knows the limits way better than Salvo, I can tell you. He still was a Kleb main, even if he doesn't play it nearly as much. So good on him to just keep being aggressive and keep trying to pressure. Honestly, a big thing, I think, for this Power Tops to succeed is him in the top lane to be able to succeed.
Yeah. I agree, and the pillar is going to be crucial there. Tree has to walk the super long way around, doesn't have flash. It's going to be an easy kill secure, though. Dario Chapman does enter the fray down here. Ultimate is ready, but he just chases Splinter away. So the 1-for-0, actually the fight over the ward.
Yeah. Nothing so far is just a very good Splinter. Or gang to go on the right target. Tree, I don't even know if he had his boots yet. So just good punish. Thunder trading off Scarrow again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got that pickaxe already, man. It's just a ton of damage if he just gets in there and lands his auto. If he dodges the Rupture, it's very scary for Salvo. Or the Scream, I guess, but it's playing with fire here, it looks like.
Yeah, very much so. I don't know exactly how much damage this Feast can do right now. It says it's about 336 true damage.
Okay.
So Thunder's kind of playing with fires. He's gonna ult in, trying to get the solo kill. Has the ignite up, doesn't use it, puts it down now. Oh my! He's just gonna expect the ignite to kill.
And he still gets out after the rebound, dodges the tower shot, and then flashes away. The ignite's gonna help him finish it off there. Thundercunt, knowing the limits, once again gets a second kill in the top lane, and it's really helping Power Top stay in this game. At least in the early game here. Dan running up into the Splinter here, and the pillar's gonna be very big. And the fourth kill for Splinter here. Tree's gonna get out though on the lane side. And it's another kill bottom lane. Just hit for tat, top and bot.
Yeah. They're just punished again. They actually did have their summoners that time, but Dan walking a little bit in an awkward spot and just flashing a straight line, not like beyond the wall, so it's just free kill for Splinter. To be fair, even so, even if you flash beyond the wall, Splinter just follows and he's probably dead. But, you know, it's a little bit of an advantage you gotta try to do.
Yep. Tree's just standing here trying to clear the wave as fast as he can as NFT, the blue side, they take a couple plates for that kill in the bottom lane. Like extending their lead. They're 1.3k here, but Thrifty by he's clearing the ward. Top lane, Thundercun's getting extremely low. There's the ignite. So Thrifty is gonna get him finished off, and ooh, gonna get over the wall. Heals a good bit from that takedown.
Yeah, doesn't actually even need the last or the ulti reset he got, but just good on him to get the kill and get out really easily. Ari very, very slippery, as Dario's just gonna take that blue buff for himself, try to carry the game a little bit harder, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and he starts the Rift Herald here, but Splinter, I think, obviously knows that. Yeah, he checks the blue, not there. There's the blue flag.
But no ulti, he can actually rejoin. This is going to be a 3v2 very soon.
Thundercut is trying to get there, but will the fight happen before? There's the pillar, there's the charm. Phoenix Blaze has to flash out though. And wait, Splinter gets stunned up for days there, and he has to flash out for himself. Thundercut is going back in. The rupture's huge, gets the double knockup, but it's not going to be enough. The shutdown going over to Dario Chapman, ending Master Splinter's reign here.
Great stuff out of them. Dario holds his ult just till just the very last couple seconds. I think he was in single-digit health there, it felt like, or double-digit health maybe. It was looking scary for a little bit there.
Yeah.
They end up winning the fight as Thunder's gonna keep laying on the pressure. Echo wants this Herald. Ash says no, or not Ash, sorry. Ari says no, he's gonna have to back up.
Yeah.
Just kind of waste of a time. Wasting his time.
Yeah, unfortunately, the time sunk into trying to get this is really great now, and so he's gonna have to get his red buff here, maybe clear a couple camps. But Dragon is up in 4 seconds here. Power top, so they're looking for their second, maybe start the chain to get soul point, but they're gonna lose a bunch of priority. Yeah, Dario Chapman's backing, and it seems like NFT knows this.
That wasted time at the Herald actually impacts a lot. Imagine he backs instead of doing Herald there because he didn't have mid lane prio. Then he'd be here right now, and they wouldn't have to give this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just some unfortunate timing.
Yeah. Hex gates activate here. Tree with the pink ward over. Dodging the CC. Gonna land up some damage on Albino Joe. There's the root from across the way from Dan. Their 4-step.
He's almost taken all the tower plates here.
Yeah, he's just gonna go for the tower. I mean, the cooldowns might be long enough there. Never mind, there's a rupture. Playing it safe. But yeah, he's going for it. I mean, getting this top tower this early though might be huge to get the Pled roams activated.
Yeah, that's really what you gotta be looking out for, especially when they should see Splinter. They do see Splinter right now. So he's gonna back off, but you need him to be able to pressure the rest of the map. Maybe with the Echo a little bit.
Yeah, Dario Chapman, he's here though. Control ward. It's gonna disable that ward, but it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna get spotted out here, and there's the W, and he's going in. He's actually gonna get exhausted right away into the Misfortune ult, so he ults back into the charm. Thrifty with an incredible roam into the bottom lane, getting the shutdown back onto Chopman.
Yeah, just a little bit too greedy as he gets the exhaust early, but he doesn't have anywhere to go after that. His ulti is straight back into the charm.
Yep.
Like you said, so.
Oh, Rift Herald. Splinter, I didn't even notice that. Splinter's able to secure the Rift Herald after the Dragon, and now they use it top lane. Thundercunt's turret actually goes down before Salvo's. And they're gonna keep on riding this in. Hopefully they get another charge here, and it actually just might Phoenix Blaze coming over from the mid lane.
This could be a 2v3 though, as Thrifty's nowhere close. Sava's gonna get stunned up.
Yep, Victor Ult is just burning and doing the damage, and they have to go back onto Splinter. Thunder is getting incredibly low, but no mana for the Trundle, and he will go down. And they'll stop the onslaught in the top lane. Thrifty pushing in mid. And the map will reset.
Does end up using his Spirit Rush ultimate, but it's pretty short cooldown, about 71 seconds right now, so probably won't matter too much. I'm not sure if he was just trying to dodge out of a W from tree or what, but at least that's a little bit of playmaking gone. from their one of the most expensive players.
Yeah. He'll get a recall and probably a good buy here. Yeah, he does finish Luden's Tempest now. But yeah, he's gonna get that tower down. He's gonna have a lot of pressure here in this top lane.
And after all is said and done, the gold is just pretty much even.
Even, oh my god, it's exactly even. This is what a back and forth game, but we are at an equilibrium here, folks. 16 minutes in. It is still very much anyone's game.
The big thing to note right now, Thunder having a 1500 gold lead on the Cho'Gath. The nice thing about Cho'Gath, you don't really need that much gold to be useful, you're just kind of a body. But the rest of the map just slightly leading towards the rest. It's pretty much just Thunder with the lead right now. As they're gonna miss Fortune, I'll try to zone them away. They're getting a little bit scared of the engage potential.
Yeah, they're scared of the combo to CC one of these individuals down here in the bottom lane. Winner gonna get the pillar onto Thundercunt, but he should be able to walk away. Yeah, very early. Yeah, that's gonna be down.
Miscommunication as
Joey's gonna get caught out. Yeah, Dario Chapman, he is looking for this. He is going hard. Tree's gonna lend some support in the curtain call from way downtown. Can they secure this kill on Albino Joe? And he nearly goes down, but not gonna be enough. Splinters here with a re-engage.
Watch the coming up.
Oh, with AGS 030 from Senpai from the river. Tree's gonna go down. Dan has to flash away. But surely he will run into his demise here, and he does. Splinter's gonna pick up another one for himself. A 2-for-0 at the end of the day, and NFT extending the lead a little bit.
So unfortunate is if you could see on the mini-map that Kled and the Victor were right behind the Ahri, but Kled didn't have ulti, so they couldn't collapse as fast. It was very, very close and back and forth. Joey actually kind of using the ulti prematurely ends up letting Brendan have some extra time, but right now, Splinter doesn't have ulti or flash. He could just go down here.
Yeah, they engage though after the tower goes down, but Splinter walks away with the health bots ticking. Thunder has the flash out, Salvo's chasing. Dario Chapman has to flash the rupture, but now Tree's back here with the movement speed. 30 Senpai, he flashes, but I don't think it was a miss, but it doesn't. The charm hits, it doesn't matter. And now Dan's coming back in from the lane. It's a true clown fiesta here in the bottom lane. True SBL fashion. Tree's gonna get the shutdown onto Thrifty Senpai. My god, okay, it's an extended fight. It's a 1-for-1 really at the end of the day, but the dragon is now up. Power tops, they might have the priority here.
Yeah, as Splinter is alive, they don't have a jungle on the enemy team, but it's just a little bit too hard to get in there. Swift was back. I'm not sure if he had just reset when they called that. I honestly did not notice, but just real awkward. A little bit of overstaying, over-chasing from both teams leads into some trade kills. I think this favors power tops though. Unfortunately, the Ahri shutdown did go on the Karma, but like any gold that they can get right now, pretty solid.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, they're still in it. 2 dragons to their name. They're pinging the Baron in 40 seconds here. Oh man, why do I feel like the game's gonna be decided on the first Baron fight?
I could see it for sure, as the gold's still really, really close. Like you said, the gold from the solo laners being the big discrepancy, as Thunder still has that huge lead, but so does Thrifty on Phoenix Blaze. We'll have to see who can do the damage when it matters.
Yeah, I'll show the gold scores here for just a tiny bit for the next action. It looks like, yeah, Thrifty, our gold leader here. 4-2-1 on the Ahri. Oh, okay, he's Thundercunt's out. No fight yet. Dan, though, in the bottom lane, pushing the wave out. Thrifty was there, but is deciding to roam back to mid.
This could be a 4v5 if they find themselves too caught out, as blue side has to know that they're alone, but right now Spinner just wants to back, wants to spend his gold, and not much is gonna happen. Just some priority. Yep. Or I'm wrong.
Oh, Tree's gonna get CC'd away. Dario Chapman over the wall. Dan's gonna follow in with the root. The damage is coming through. There it is. Dario Chapman taking out Thrifty Senpai. Great teamwork out of Power Top. But
Yeah.
meanwhile, mid lane. Nope. Actually, it's.
Oh, we're good.
I think we're good. But there's. Oh, you see Thundercunt. He has a flank here on the Master Splinter. Not the right angle though. He's
Yeah,
tanky.
like
He's
I
got
said,
frozen
you
domain.
don't want to go on him. Can avoid it. Here. As it's just gonna be trying to get a little bit more prio right now. Thunder getting some good split on, probably gonna be able to do a lot of damage to this bot turret. While the blue side, Brendan being aggressive, they force a Renato ulti and the Misfortune ulti is not much else is gonna happen.
Ooh, that's a
Good
really
chunk
good
hit.
trade. In Splinter,
Yeah.
I think used the Chundle ult in the previous fight there, so not a lot here for NFT to defend this tower. And Dario Chapman, he's laying down that W. He's zoning. He's going hard in.
He's trying, but he doesn't have ulti.
Yeah, this is really risky there. And
Oh,
he's gonna go down for the tower, 1-for-1. But Thrifty's gonna hit the charm in the backside. Dan's gonna get hit by it. Everyone walks out of the way. The damage is coming through. Now they're diving. Phoenix with the flash. Tree with the flash. Splinter is going. He is trying to survive here, but he will go down to the... No.
Oh, that he's dead. Wait,
he's dead.
Joey's tanking. No,
Oh, no!
Joey! No!
Wait. No, Thundercut's coming back in. He's gonna get the chop down.
Swift does not have flash, but
Dodges the charm.
oh, what a crazy series of events. As it all started from Dario Chapman going a little bit too far. Really wanted that turret, but ended up giving Thrifty reset so he could catch Dan out there. And the whole fight really ensuing as Splitter and Joey maybe going a little bit too far. Joey didn't realize he was tanking. I'm not sure what from. I didn't see if they did have minions or what, but ends up going down to Karma as well. The most unfortunate thing for Power Tops really is that all these kills just keep going on Karma.
Yeah, true. Yeah, more and more gold for Thrifty Senpai here at 8.7k now. Make it 8.8, and yeah, he has a lot of kill potential. Basically, any charm that lands on Phoenix or Dan or Tree, or actually anyone really on this team might just be dead if within the right circumstance.
Trying to defend this vision.
Yep.
Falling for some grouping. Thunder once again not going to have the charge, the big quintessential ability for Kled. Maybe it'll be a little bit awkward.
Dario Chapman looking for something there. Over the wall, I've zoomed out with Control Shift C. This is so great. We can see so much. Dragon is spawning now. Oh, Salvo gonna land an early rupture here on Tree. He is way on the backside of this fight, looking for the pinch in the 5v4. Power Tops definitely knows about this, but they're gonna let big old Cho'Gath walk in here.
They're split up. Like, they could just collapse on one side. I don't think Salvo is gonna matter too much. They're gonna want to collapse on Salvo though.
Yep. Oh, he has to flash back into the dragon. Yep. So
oh,
now.
Dan cut out maybe.
Oh, Danny's gonna get away though, and there's the Misfortune ult over the top though with the Redata ult as well. Everyone is extremely low, but no one has died yet. So many flashes. The curtain call from way downtown. Can they pick up these kills? AGS Heroes on a killing spree. Phoenix Place has to flash. The shutdown for Splinter, but there's 3 dead for Power Tops. Nothing dead for NFT yet.
Phoenix doing his best to run away, but this is just slowly but surely he's gonna go down as well. Gonna use that barrier just for fun.
Oh.
Maybe they'll catch up in his fortune. Oh no, Dan.
Oh.
Dan. No.
Oh no. The extended ace there. Technically, Tree just got up, but the game will give it to you. And it'll be the 4th dragon going over to NFT to even it out. And now they have a gold lead as well. A sort of a firm gold lead here. And yeah, looking good for NFT.
Like I said, without that Kled charge, it's just so hard to really get in there. And they wanted to catch out Sava. They played for it early, but just flashed over the wall, and they were kind of at a loss of what to do next. Maybe should have considered just running into the rest of the 4. A little bit hard to say. That's just hindsight, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, a precarious situation I think they put themselves in at the beginning. I mean, it's good that they made a choice there, but you know, maybe just NFT realizing that, hey, the aggro's being pulled by Salvo on the bot side. Play this one slowly. Use your ultimates for the AoE, and yeah, they come out on top.
The big thing I will say, the couple ultis that really changed it. I mean, Daria Chopin didn't actually end up getting to use his ulti. He got blown up too fast. And the Renata Misfortune combo, the CC from Renata ulti is at level 1, 1.25. I don't know if he just hit 11, but once you get to that level 11, it's 1.75. That's a lot more impactful, and it's going to be able to combo well with the Misfortune ulti, to the point where if you're red side, you really got to play well around it. You gotta be thoughtful about it. You gotta think, where is my position supposed to be in concordance with that, and like make sure that they can't just have a free 4-man ulti on all your carries. That's the whole point that I said at the beginning of the draft. They need to be diving on them, running at them in a straight line. Maybe not as good as you think.
Yeah, true. Try to kill Renata and everyone before the Renata ult really does its damage. Yeah, and both teams jockeying for position here. NFT, they lay some good vision down on the river towards Baron here. Charm's gonna land on the Dario Chopin, and he gets so incredibly low, has to use the ult to survive. And so that's a good cooldown now down for NFT.
Yeah, 54-second cooldown. That's gonna make Dario want to play a lot safer. Can't just risk his neck for anything.
Oh, wait.
But they don't care.
They're starting this one up, and he's gonna dive into Albino Joe there. But they're not able to finish him off, and they're flashing towards the left side here, and it leaves their side exposed. AJ0 is going to take out his ADC counterpart there. Thundercunt is without a mount, and he is without a life, and he goes down 0 for 3 right now. Phoenix plays a tree. They're on a complete route down the mid lane. NFT, they are chasing. Flashes the charm. Nicely done. Ooh, Victor damage. Gonna get Thrifty really low there.
Kind of just gonna do his own thing, try to pressure the turret a little bit. They are gonna force the backs with that last bit of Victor damage. We'll see if they can get anything else really besides the camps. It's still a lot of
Joey
good
dies.
gold.
He dies to fucking...
Oh my gosh. Renata, you need a kill.
Splitter does the lol in chat.
Was Salvo hitting it?
Yeah,
no,
Salvo, he was clearing a ward and he accidentally hit Baron, and a Joey blast cone over to try to leave the enemy jungle.
Oh, I think that the Iceborne, like the AoE damage from having the aura, also would have targeted it.
True. So I mean, there's so many ways for Cho'Gath to accidentally start that. Oh no.
Yeah. You know, some bad League of Legends. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Very true, and you know, it doesn't mean much though.
Tree.
Oh.
You're alone, buddy.
Yeah. Being greedy with the vision cleared, trying to get ahead of the game, waiting for his teammates, but you're gonna need to do that. And yeah, Joey's death. I was gonna say, right before that though, before that kill just happened, it was pretty inconsequential, I think. Nothing up to really compete for. But yeah, what do we got? Dragons up in less than a minute. Third one for either team. Still gonna be a very important fight. But is the 4K gold deficit, is it too big for power tops here, you think?
It's gonna be hard for sure. I mean, right now they aren't even in position to set up for it. Blue side looking to do their best to defend their vision. Problem is Renata a little bit on her own, but she should be fine. They don't exactly know who's right behind her. We'll see how much vision they give up. Dario, he's fine. Echo's too broken.
Echo's a slippery one, but yeah, he's gonna be pushing out the mid lane wave a little aggressively there. Power tops, they did secure the scuttle a little bit before the fight here, but I think it's gonna go down really right when this is gonna pop off. Salvo threatening his big body as he trying to push through the jungle here. Thrifty's gonna take a little chunk of damage.
This is looking like it's about to be a 5v5 into their face again. Yeah. I don't like this.
Yep. We talked about it just previously, and this is not the fight that Power Tops wants to look for.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Thunder trying to look for some flank angle, but right now they're just going to be like, alright, we're going to charge in like probably about 6 seconds. Unless they couch out Phoenix first.
Yep, they see him. They see him on the side there, but he's actually going to stun the tanks as they were charging towards him. That jungle entry is blocked off, and Dario Chapman, though he's going to be the first one to go down. Thunder did go onto the backside, trying to deal some damage onto these squishy carries of NFT, but they're going to slow the fight down. It is a 5v4 still for NFT, but they are kind of low. There's some really good poke from Power Tops here.
As Phoenix is doing his best to try to find it, but Thrifty, once that turn flash, he gets it.
Yes, there it is. He's going to get the heal from the takedown as well. Dan's going to get pulled in. At the end of the day, he will also lose his life. The Chilling Smite to secure it. And the Dragon already went over to NFT, so they're gonna get their cake and eat it.
Yeah, honestly, a big, huge part of that was Dario Chapman not respecting the misfortune damage. He just pops like a balloon, and he just didn't expect the PTA damage, I guess. Swift gets an Q auto, and goodbye Echo. He might be slippery, but he's still squishy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's gonna be a 5k gold lead here for NFT. So we are a little over the 31-minute mark. They're gonna secure the scuttle, and they're, I assume, gonna look towards a little Baron bait here. Maybe, hopefully, Power Tops will just walk into him again, and NFT will get that nice fight that they're looking for.
Yeah, it was honestly almost looking nice as both Salvo and Splinter ran off to try to kill Phoenix. It looked like Thunder might be able to get an angle to go on the backline, but a little bit too far behind, honestly. And without the Echo ultimate, they just don't stand a chance. We'll have to see if they can set up a little bit better. They don't have TP on the side of Thunder, so he feels very forced to be near the team. Of course, it doesn't look too much like Salvo is going to be doing anything else. It means that Salvo can just do what he wants in terms of matching Thunder's split and not really worrying about it. I don't think Salvo takes any damage. This might actually be a like possible kill for Salvo if this goes on too long.
Yeah, Thunder not having the damage to finish off Salvo 1v1 anymore. Salvo is Cho'Gath now. He's fully evolved into the monster.
Yeah. And to give a quick stack count, he's currently at 8 stacks. So nice. His ulti is now doing 722 true damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to play this very carefully here. Yeah, Salvo doesn't have flash though, so no flash feast at the very least. Things are getting dicey. Power Tops are just trying to keep their vision as much as they can.
Yeah, Tree maybe a little bit by himself, but Karma able to speed herself out. Yep. They want this angle. Is Thunder going to be going back to the 1v1? Dan maybe try to help him out as they get caught out.
Yeah, Tree's gonna go down here and rooted in. Dario Chapman's gonna go down as well. They get caught out in their own jungle by NFT on the backside, but Thundercon does secure the kill on to Salvo with the little assistance from Dan to get some roots there. But the Baron is started and it will surely go down here. Dan, maybe a miracle steal, but nothing really else to do here.
Just unfortunately, maybe some miscommunication. As Dan's going down, they still are just sitting there. They need to just give the enemy team a little bit more respect. It's not like they can't just run in and ult charm you as Ari, and then you're slowed, you're dead.
Yeah.
Just looks like miscommunication to me, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, the Ari reach to get the catches is incredibly long. Very dangerous at this point of the game. Death timers are getting pretty long.
Yeah, and I was saying the ultis for Splinter aren't looking that great, except for Kled, and not even Kled that much. But it doesn't matter when he's 11 and 3. He's tanky enough on his own without ult.
Yeah, Divine Sunderer, Titanic Hydra, Spirit Vicious Thornmail, Mercury Treads. Yeah, this is one tanky Trundle who is just gonna run at the face of Power Tops.
You can look for a little bit of poke. before this dragon. They really have to stop the fourth dragon in Soul. This is Hextech Soul, which is definitely one of the most powerful. Whenever you get it, you um, get that buff where your attacks now slow and do a little bit more. But Salvo not respecting the enemy team.
Oh wait, yeah, and he has to flash back into his friendlies there. Power tops, they are so low and they are on a complete route. Thrifty has the flank though. The charm's gonna miss. And Power tops, they're still grouping up, but really they're just grouping up to be chowed down on. The MF all from downtown. Shutdowns come through. 3 dead for Power tops. Thrifty's the only one going down here.
Yeah, this was just an identical fight from when they thought they were catching out Salvo before, and then he just flashes over the wall. He's a little bit bigger now. Then maybe getting caught out a little bit, is forced to flash.
Yep.
Swift trying to show his dominance as much as possible.
Oh, yeah. Sal, I thought the Rupture was coming in there, and that would have been a dead Dan. But, yeah, they get that Hextech Soul, like you said, and they still have Baron buff here, so they're still... Right? Is this technically Baron buff? Yeah, holy shit, yeah. They're still going with that. So, yeah, really big power play here.
Easiest play for them, just go for top, go for tier 2, as this might be one of the only chances. If Red can get a regroup here, this is going to be a 4v5 if Team NFT doesn't leave. They don't have all of their ultis back up yet, and they understand that. Flood just goes in. This is desperation time.
Yep, they're reaching and they're looking for some kind of picture. He's going to get chomped down on the side here. This little tiny tier 2 tower at this point in the game will not matter. Splinter is going ham. Dario Diamond will escape back into time, and that's where Power Tops wants to be. They want to go back for 15-20 minutes of this game. And yeah, it should be a nice closeout here for NFT.
Even so, without the misfortune ulti, with the Ronaldo ulti only just coming up, it's not looking like it's mattering, as they're just gonna close this out nice and easy.
Yep. Yeah, just a little under 38 minutes. There it is. Timer still goes actually after the Nexus is dead, but that's okay. Yeah, congrats to NFT on the win there. So they will go 2-0 against Power Tops in the regular season, which will surely help them in the playoff seeding race, obviously. But you know, all teams get into the playoffs, so at the end of the day, it's just a matter of seeding. But yeah, NFT is gonna really enjoy that win.
PTO played from both teams. It was honestly looking very, very close for almost all of that. It was a lot of good stuff, and I honestly did like a lot of plays the Power Tops made. I thought their teamfight positioning looked a lot better than last week's. So hopefully they can just keep improving. I like the Echo as well. That's actual jungle pick. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll show the damage graphs here for just a little bit here, folks. But yeah, Master Splinter, the top of the damage starts, 32k. And yeah, he, like you said during the game, he had a huge lead. And at some point, it just didn't matter. You just couldn't kill this guy. He was going to be unkillable in pretty much every fight. Cool. Well, nicely done from NFT there. And that will conclude game 2 of week number 3 here, folks. But do not go anywhere. There is one more game to finish off the night here. It's the rematch between Autofill Incorporated and Non-Fungible Teamos. So don't touch that browser. We'll be right back.